All right, welcome back in. We are so excited to have with us today a locally trained dancer who became a professional ballet dancer and is now making history in Paris. His name is Sam Akins, and he is here today to tell us all about it. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you went to the School of Fine Arts here in Birmingham.
Yes.
And always wanted to be a dancer?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So you knew what you wanted to do. So that's why we said trained locally, because that's what you did there at the school, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I started at ASFA, and then I moved to New York, and I trained there, and then I got my first job in Los Angeles with Los Angeles Ballet, and then I lived in Australia for a bit. I also danced here with Alabama Ballet for a year. And yeah, now I'm in Paris with the Paris.
All right, well, the Paris thing, so I'm just going to read this. So this is amazing to me. So it's the Paris Opera Ballet, and what's the official, how do they say it?
The Opéra Nationale de Paris.
Oh, isn't that pretty? That's prettier than what I would say. All right, but so it's a competition called the Concours?
Yeah, the Concours.
Concours. So you were one of 2,000 candidates.
Yes.
And then it was down to 300,
Yes.
and then down to 20,
Yes.
and then down to 10,
Yes.
and then you.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So as this was taking place, walk us through that.
So I was in Australia at the times where I lived, and then I had just applied just because I was looking for jobs, and then yeah, I got invited to come to Paris, Palais Garnier, take class audition. I was like, of course, it's a dream. And I was just happy just to be there. And then there's different rounds throughout the day, and they just kind of kept cutting each round. I would call my grandmother and be like, okay, I made it, and I would pack up my bag because I was just happy to be there, right? Yeah. And then yeah, and then the final round, I was like, I guess I should stay. And yeah, and then they accepted me, and I started my job on a 3-month kind of contract, and then it just kept growing and growing, and I've been there for 3 years now.
Congratulations. Tell us what we're looking at here.
We're looking at, actually this was last week for World Ballet Day. Okay. We did a company class, so all the major ballet companies around the world yeah, do these kind of company classes to kind of let the outside world see a little bit inside of our everyday lives. And so we started our day off with a ballet class, and that's what this is. This is me with my beautiful colleagues, the Paris Opera, oh gosh, training and dancing and doing fun, challenging things.
I love it. Sam, you really are an athlete, though. Is that fair to say? Because
it is. I mean, if you can see, some of this stuff is we're kind of throwing our bodies in the air, doing all these tricks, and you have to make it look effortless and easy. That's the goal. We don't want the audience to know that we're kind of struggling or being challenged, but yeah.
So you made history in another way too there with the Paris Ballet, didn't you? Tell me about that.
I'm the first African-American dancer. Yeah, and we have very few dancers, very few Americans, very few foreigners really in the company.
And here you are.
Yeah, so I'm really proud, especially to be from Birmingham and to be an African-American dancer.
Do people ask you about Birmingham? What do you say?
Everyone's quite shocked, I would say. I think because I don't really have the southern accent.
Right.
And I've traveled a bit since then, but I'm so happy. Like, my family's here. Whenever I can come here, I'm so happy to be here. Like, yeah, it's home.
I wanted you to share quickly with our viewers, though, how it works. So you're off right now. You just found out that you could come home.
Yeah.
But you rehearse for a month.
Yes.
And then perform for a month.
Yes.
It's every night?
Yeah, pretty much every night we have a show. Yeah. Absolutely.
So when do you have time off? How does that work?
The time off, so we have one after Christmas, kind of a week off, and then our major time off really, especially in European countries, is the summer period, so we have about like 5 weeks off. Okay. So that's when we can kind of really relax. I don't dance at all. I go and I travel. I come here to see my family. I go away. Yeah, it's that 5 weeks that really gets us.
Well, he's loving what he's doing right now, but he says that perhaps he could come back home again someday. Yeah, it would be nice to be with family. I know your family's loving watching and seeing you right now. Sam Akins, thank you, and just the greatest on your continued success.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. All right, look out for this one, Sam Akins. We'll be right back.